Disaster, it's a community which is within a local government, within a state. The first responder is the local government. Second responder is the state. If the capacity of the state is exceeded, the federal government comes in through NEMA. Instead of the bottoms-up approach, it has turned the other way. Mr. Chairman, as we speak today, I have written to all the 36 state governors, and I have copies to show you 4 times. When NIMET released seasonal climate prediction and NISA released their flood outlook, we warned them in time. After we analyzed, we organized stakeholders meeting to analyze those reports and identify vulnerable areas with risk mapping, and sent it out to all the state governors early. So we wrote to them 4 times, and part of what is in the letter is they should have local emergency management committee. Mr. Chairman, it's sad to note that only 4 states have local emergency management committee. Only 4 states. Some states, as we speak, same as don't exist. They don't have state emergency management agency. How do we manage disaster from bottom up when you don't have, some states don't even have SEMA? Some SEMAs are just like a briefcase. They're just word of mouth, but there is no SEMA because we know we're interacting with states.
Talk less of local government.
Talk less of local government. So even those that have LEMCs, have they been equipped? No state, or I should say most states, have not put anything on the table for handling disaster in this country. Everything that comes up in any state, the first responder they call, everybody calls up to NEMA. We are overstretched. All these people, I'm seeing them for the first time maybe in over a week, because they are all deployed to different states. All our directors, everybody, because I cannot be in every state, so everybody is given 3-4 states to handle, 2-3-4 states to handle. Most of them came back yesterday, and I think some today. The second question, Southwest was also affected with the flood. Sir, we are our hands are very tight. Financially, handling the situation.
Where is Southwest?
Yeah? All the states in Southwest. Yes, sir.
All the states?
All the states, yes. It depends, sir. You see, it's not like, maybe we're expecting all the states to be like Bayelsa, but some communities or some local governments will be affected within that state. Sir, the agency will be needing special intervention to be able to operate, to handle the magnitude of disaster that we are talking about now. We have involved, for instance, in Bayelsa, we have used the Navy to go and rescue. We have used the Air Force to help us take relief items to Bayelsa. They could not continue last week because their aircrafts and their helicopters were taken for maintenance, but they promised to go back to the field to also start airlifting by Wednesday, this week Wednesday, to continue with Bayelsa. The President has given us 12,000 metric tons of grains directed. They should give us through the silos, Ministry of Agri. That is 400 trucks, which was distributed across all the 36 states, plus FCT. We have got flood committee, Presidential Committee on Flood, has started distributing items worth 1.5 billion naira to the 6 geopolitical zones, which will also be taken to each state. Sir, and also preparing the state SEMAs, we are sponsoring joint courses on disaster management with SEMA. Just recently, the U.S. Embassy, U.S. Aid, and U.S. Forestry organized training for SEMAs. But still, as mentioned earlier, most states don't have SEMAs. So the representation, when we invited the SEMAs, only a few states came. We are just about to have another training for all states and LEMCs by Beaumont University Disaster Management Center, where all 36 SEMAs and that of FCT are going to participate. So we will also need the states to rise up. So in handling disaster, early warning, early action. We give them warning in time, but they have to also act early. It's not that no states, all the states are aware that this thing is going to hit. And we have also sent them with risk mapping, but what action was taken. A typical example I keep on repeating on and on and on. There's a place called Trademore Estate in Lugbe. Year in, year out, that place floods heavily in Abuja here. But with early warning, with early action, for the first time, it didn't flood there. The minister took a very decisive action, demolishing the buildings there, demolishing even police station there, so that there will be way for water to pass through, a water channel. I think the state governors need to do more. I'll say they need to sit up, sir. The states are leaving everything in terms of disaster 100% to NEMA.